Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, I believe I'm going to be making a review of AEW Dark. Haven't watched Dark in like 6 months at least but I watched it so I can review it for the group or whatever Um, Some strange wrestling, let me tell you. Their first match, Rache Chanel and Diamante versus Brandy Rhodes and Ali. So Ali gets beat up for a few minutes. She hits the tag. Brandy comes in, a couple of cheap kicks and the spear, and she wins the match or whatever. You know, Brandy, a big star there. She's married to Stardust or whatever. She's a big deal there in the wrestling business, but a very boring match. Just a match done so that Brandy can pretend she's a wrestler, I guess. I don't know there. Second match, Ricky Starks defeated Robert Anthony. Now, this Robert Anthony comes out for his entrance, pretty much ripping off the look of Ultimo Dragon there. He didn't have a mask, but it's a white guy coming out dressed like Ultimo Dragon, the cape with the thing on his chest or whatever. Pretty lame in my opinion. A white guy called Robert Anthony ripping off the outfit of Ultimo Dragon. It doesn't get any more fucking indie than this or whatever. The Ricky Starks guy comes out. Apparently, he had a match against Cody Rhodes for the TNT belt. As soon as somebody wrestles Cody Rhodes, apparently he's over in AEW. A future champion, says Taz. The guy comes out. His entrance just looked so fucking goofy. I couldn't take this guy serious. He just looked like a fucking goof big time. Just the way he was in his entrance. The match wasn't terrible. I guess Ricky Starks beat him in a quick, meaningless, throwaway indie match or whatever. And yeah, Taz says this Ricky Starks guy is a future champ. I don't see it, folks. All I see is a fucking nerd or whatever. And then there was like a quick segment of Shawn Spears, the man who apparently was mistreated in WWE there. Apparently this guy was a main eventer according to the AEW fans. And he's always wrestling on Dark. He's never even on Dynamite or whatever. But he had a glove, just one black glove or whatever. And they were showing pictures of wrestlers in the past who had just one black glove. And apparently he's going to have a glove now and it's going to change his career. This is the big creative in AEW, folks. They're changing the world there. A jobber's going to wear a glove. Whoopee fucking do there. Are you serious? Is this the best you can do or whatever? Third match, 3 jobbers of the Dark Order defeated 3 other jobbers in a boring match. The main guy from the Dark Order getting all the offense in the match. I think they said his name is John Silver. The guy was probably not even 5 feet tall. He looked like he was about 4'5" or whatever. Maybe it's Marco Stunt's cousin or something. I'm not sure, but very, very, very noticeably short. And it just looked cheap there. Fourth match, Marco Stunt defeated Nakazawa, Michael Nakazawa. This is the guy doing the goofy stuff with the baby oil or whatever. He removes his underwear. That goofy shit he does there, removes his underwear. Tries to put the underwear in Stunt's face. It gets reversed. Nakazawa gets his underwear in the face and he gets beat like that. During this match, I was watching this, just wondering what the fuck am I doing with my life watching this shit. You know, indie fans, I don't get how they can watch this. It's okay to watch this, but to watch this and to claim that it's great and better than WWE and it's revolutionizing the business. Fuck Jim Cornette. Fuck all the wrestlers from the past. This is it here. Nakazawa with his underwear in his own face. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what is wrong with these people. Some of the goofiest wrestling I've ever seen in my life. Fifth match, Serpentico. Just very, very small guy with a mask. He's a serpent, I guess. And Luther. Luther is the big old goof who did death matches in Japan there. The guy that was a part of Brandy Rhodes' group, the group that they had to cancel because it was too horrible or whatever. That guy, it's Serpentico and Luther. They defeated Brady Pierce and Pineapple Pete. I've heard of Pineapple Pete a few times. I see this guy. It's pineapples everywhere. He's got pineapples on his outfit. He comes out. He just rolls around in the ring. Just very strange wrestling there. The Luther guy, just the shit with his tongue and pointing at his head. And these guys won somehow there. This 50-year-old Luther guy won. It was what it was. It's the stupid match, I guess. There, I don't know how else to call it. Guaranteed if WWE had a character like this there. If WWE had a black guy, they called him Mango Jones with mangoes on the screen. People would call it racism. Guaranteed they would. I'm not saying this is racist there, but if WWE had Pineapple Pete, people would call it racism, guaranteed. In the sixth match, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus defeated Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon. And I guess it was an okay, goofy match, worthless match, I guess. Too bad Jungle Boy can't just go to NXT or something there when this company dies. Hopefully WWE can take Jungle Boy, you know what I mean? And in the main event, it was Brian Cage versus Brian Pillman Jr., the son of Brian Pillman there. Brian Pillman Jr. there. And Pillman Jr. got squashed in about 3 minutes by Brian Cage or whatever. And when this match was happening, I was reading the comments there from AEW fans. Hey, I know him. The Brian Pillman from MLW. I watch indies. I'm special. And then he got squashed. No, why'd they squash him? They were pissed off or whatever. And then the AEW supporters, oh, it's okay, he gets squashed. He's not under contract. work for MLW. Personally, I don't give a shit if that little runt got squashed or whatever by Brian Cage. Brian Cage, like I said before, I didn't like him in TNA there, the Swolverine gimmick. TNA just has a way of making everybody look like shit, you know what I mean? But here in AEW, Cage looks like $1,000,000 compared to everybody else, especially the other wrestlers on this show. So this was the only thing I enjoyed. I liked the finisher, the suplex into the reverse pile driver finish or whatever. So I enjoyed about 3 minutes of the show afterwards. He was just fucking giving him power bomb after power bomb to Pillman's son or whatever there. Maybe Pillman will end up on NXT someday. You never know, folks. But for now, he's getting squashed on AEW Dark or whatever. Maybe one of the weirdest wrestling shows I've ever seen, to be honest, there. Like all these goofy, freaky gimmicks and just bad, boring wrestling or whatever. Luther, Pineapple Pete, some guy dressed up like Ultimo Dragon or whatever. It's bad, folks. Very bad there. Like, I don't get how people watch stuff like this and they act like it's super serious. Oh, Peter Avalon, the librarian, this is so good. So good. Like, really, I think people need to get their heads examined or to quit faking it and quit, like, overpraising shit like this. You know, if you want to watch it, that's fine. It's okay to watch this and to laugh at the goofiness, you know? Like, if you watch an old Godzilla movie and it looks bad and fake and you're entertained by how bad and fake it looks, this is kind of like that. It's so bad that it can be a little entertaining because of how horrible it is there. But to watch this and to take it seriously and to claim that it's super great, that's just pure insanity in my opinion there. But it is what it is, folks. One of the strangest wrestling shows I've ever seen in my whole life there. And that includes Juggalo Championship Wrestling or whatever. So, yeah. Weird show, terrible show there. A little bit fun, like I said, but for the bad reasons. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Horrible show there. Until next time, peace. Ah!